Henry had everything he ever wanted: money, power and women, but the one thing he needed the most was a baby boy to be the heir to the throne. Why did this lead to his excommunication? Let's find out. Henry's first wife, Catherine of Aragon, was previously married to Henry's older brother and heir to the throne, Arthur, where he died of sickness less than a year later. 3 months after being crowned, Henry married Catherine of Aragon, which was an arranged marriage to strengthen ties with Spain. At first, relations between Henry and the Pope were good, and there were no signs of breakup between them. There were some in Europe that were forming Protestant churches, such as in Germany, but there were a few powerful people in England that liked the idea of becoming independent from the Pope. After he married Catherine of Aragon in 1509, he was getting desperate to have a son as the heir to England. By 1527, he wanted to get a divorce from Catherine in order to marry Anne Boleyn. He blamed her for not being able to have a baby boy. Their only surviving child was Mary I, future Queen Regent of England. In order to get a divorce, Henry was told by the Roman Catholic Church that he would need to ask the Pope. When he asked the Pope, he said it was against the teachings of the Church. Henry blamed Cardinal Wolsey for not being able to convince the Pope to the divorce, so he sacked him and put him on trial, where he died before the trial. He was replaced by Thomas More as his main advisor, but Thomas was against the divorce and was replaced again by Thomas Cromwell. Henry went to Parliament and asked to pass the Act of Supremacy, which gave the King authority of the Church in England and not the Pope. This became the Church of England. He could then marry Anne Boleyn and allow his own divorce from Catherine. This made the Pope so angry that Henry was excommunicated by the Pope from the Catholic Church. After this, Henry forced all religious workers to accept the Church of England and Henry as their religious leader. Refusers were punished and sometimes killed, including Thomas More, his old advisor. Henry wanted the Church of England to be just like the Catholic Church, but under his control. He was motivated by the need to have a baby boy to become king after him. But he was easily influenced by others, including Anne Boleyn and Thomas Cromwell, who were pro-Protestant. This changed the course of history for religion in England to today. Being head of the church allowed Henry to rule England with more power and meant he eventually had 6 wives throughout his lifetime. The irony being that he was succeeded by 2 of his daughters, Mary I and Elizabeth I. Thank you for watching, goodbye.